ANC in Limpopo has endorsed the list sent to its mother body of individuals who should step aside. Now, the party is also working on ensuring that work is done to galvanize support ahead of the local government elections. And these elections, as you will know, they are to be held on the 27th of October this year. Let's talk now about the past 5 years and the challenges faced by the party going forward. Pelane Phakgadi is the reporter on the ground in Limpopo, gauging the political temperature there ahead of these local elections. Pelane, surely the governing party will have to react to the breaking story this hour that the FH Ordendale Hospital, 2 people have died there sadly, and this is suspected as a result of the fire that broke out in the COVID-19 ward of that particular hospital in the province. This is not acceptable.
Definitely. I mean, just a few weeks ago, we were talking about Charlotte, but again, another unfortunate incident here in Limpopo has happened now at the SH Ordendale Hospital in Mudimole, and of course that we hear the allegations that currently there may have been 2 people who might have succumbed to the fire. Perhaps just to bring into the conversation almost immediately, and as the governing party in the province, to react as now by the provincial secretary, Soviet Lekganyane, who perhaps I'll just say that, I mean, it's an unfortunate incident, that we now have to talk about a fire in a health facility. Your immediate reaction as the governing party?
Let me start by extending warm and fraternal greetings to you and your colleagues in the studio and the viewers of News Africa. We woke up to the sad news of the outbreak of fire at Ordendale Hospital in Mudimole at the COVID-19 facility. The spokesperson for the Department of Health came on record this morning to confirm the sad news, and I think by now we should just give the department an opportunity. We heard it that the MEC will be going there to do an inspection of the damage that has been caused, and maybe even to probe further what could have been the cause of the fire. And once all information has been collated, they should be able to update the public, including alleged reports that there are casualties. Up to so far, we will wait for the department, the provincial government, to make such confirmations.
Definitely there, thank you for that. But now let's talk on the business that brought us together, you and I, here, talking about the state of the African National Congress here in the province. And the first question to you, I would say, the Step Aside resolution seems to have brought about a lot of division within the party across the country. Here in the province, what is the state as far as that is concerned?
Look, we're trying our best. It's not easy. For sure, you know that the Step Aside policy or guidelines came at the time when we have always been dealing with very contentious matters. We dealt with the issue of unlawful investments at VBS here, and for sure by now it's an open secret how it adversely affected us as an organization in the province. But you mature with the vexatious issues that you have to face on your table every day, and for sure they make you a better leader. They bring more and more wisdom, and you learn how to process very sensitive matters with fragility. They help you also to become a better comrade, and I think even now when we deal with the Step Aside matter, we are going to mature. We will take the interest of the organization and place them ahead of the individual, so that our generation, at a time when we leave the African National Congress, we can bequeath a legacy of selflessness, of sacrifice, and of love to this proud movement to the next generations.
Let's now talk about not only your top 5 in the province, but I would assume that the list that you have sent to the Secretary's office in the Tule House would include, I imagine, the Treasurer of the province, the MECs, who's also charged in the VBS matter. Would you be keen to share with us how many members, individuals that you have sent on that particular list that you've sent to the Secretary?
We have always refused to personalize the matter. We don't have to give it number plates. You know, when conference took the resolution for ANC members who should step aside in the event they are charged, conference was not looking at particular names. I can just say to you that every member of the ANC in the province who has been criminally indicted, his or her name has been submitted, cases of corruption and fraud, and chilling cases of murder. We did not know that amongst ourselves we have our own comrades who have been accused of murder. Those cases were submitted. Cases of theft have also been are amongst those.
Perhaps you may not indicate.
Yeah, I think we have between 6 and 8 names that have been submitted.
Yeah, let's now talk about the rampant corruption that we've seen in Mogalakwena and other municipalities, and that have literally even brought that particular municipality to its knees. You have had to send administrators there. Should voters continue to trust you with their votes in the coming local government elections, looking at the fact that some of their leaders as well have to, they've been criminally charged and have to step aside in Mogalakwena, rampant corruption there, and administrators coming to see how people literally help themselves to millions of public funds?
For sure. By now, we have learned as the African National Congress that there could be better ways to do things. And I don't think that where we are sitting, we should be very proud on how we handle the issue of Mogalakwena. It's not Mogalakwena alone. Some of these issues came before the National Executive Committee of the ANC, no Mogalakwena, Malutia Phofung. And we have not moved with agility until the situation got worse. And what was very, very bad was that there were reports, especially from democracy supporting institutions. One of those reports was the report of the public protector. The report of the public protector and the report of the AG, clearing maladministration, insidious acts of corruption. And we took
paint a picture of Limpopo that is corrupt.
Look, we took long to deal with those matters, and they've been happening unabated. We received those reports. Remember, the national leadership of the ANC even visited the province. Government also went there. The reports that we have, either in government or in the ANC, they corroborate each other about the massive corruption that was happening in that municipality. And what is even worse is when officials, not politicians, officials have habituated corrupt activities where you find a person working at senior management at the level of the municipality will unashamedly employ siblings, or officials of the municipality will share employment opportunities. You bring 4 of your siblings, I bring 3 of my siblings. No advertisements. Appointment letters are just issued. And we've been very docile, I think, as the leadership of the ANC. But like I said, I think we must come out better out of that experience. We should be a better leadership. We should be a better organization, especially on how we supervise and deal with issues at that level of deployment.
Definitely. Mr. Lekganyane, you and I will be continuing our conversation just after this, Koli, and I do understand that you will need to continue with other breaking stories on your side, but as we do continue with our conversation this side, tell us more from the ANC side, and what can the African National Congress in the province really report back to the voters 5 years later now and say this is what we've done for you and this is what we could do for you should you vote us back into power. So we will be continue with that particular conversation with Soviet Lekganyane.
Pelane Phakgadi, thank you very much.